Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Boruto chapter 51 predictions and what I think is going to happen in the next chapter. Recording this on the 16th, chapter comes out in exactly 4 days, so I'm going to kind of give my overview of what I think is going to happen Tuesday. So on the last chapter of Boruto, we last left off with Naruto, Sasuke, and Boruto fighting Ishiki. Last couple panels, Ishiki was going in for the kill on Sasuke, but Boruto jumped in the way to save Sasuke, and Ishiki hesitated. Boruto saved Sasuke, and then Boruto said something along the lines of like, I knew it. And that was pretty much where we left off. The last chapter wasn't really that in depth with like the fighting and stuff. We kind of see it saw like some basic level stuff, so really basic chapter last time. Hoping that this chapter is going to be a lot more in depth with some knowledge. So I do think in this next chapter that Boruto is going to awaken another power of the Jougan. A lot of people have been saying that I guess this chapter is going to be Boroshiki, but I'll get into that in just a second. So I definitely think that Boruto might awaken another power of his Jougan. We haven't really seen a lot of what his Jougan can do. I think this fight, he might unlock it, and then we might lead into some backstory with like Ishiki kind of going over the Jougan's history and kind of where it came from and all that good stuff. Because Ishiki has to kind of know something about it. Ishiki even knew something about it. So I do think that Ishiki is going to give just a little bit of backstory of what the Jougan can do and kind of where it came from if Boruto awakens it. Because I don't think Ishiki even knows that Boruto has the Jougan. So I'm really interested in seeing Ishiki kind of give some knowledge about it if it does pop up, and if he does that. In the anime, Yoshiki has stated that the Jougan was the troublesome eye or something. So it is interesting to see kind of just what the Otsuki clan knows about it, and hopefully we get some more info this fight. Also, I do think in this fight that Yoshiki is going to show off more of his powers like he did in the last chapter. He really just shows the block thing. Maybe that's the extent of Ishiki's powers, but I would really like to see just a little bit more of what he can do. We haven't really seen too much of his abilities right now, and I just really want them to expand on it as a whole. But of course, that's going to happen as the fight continues. One important thing to mention is that this fight... Okay, so I have a question. Someone said that this is the last chapter for the volume, which I did not know that. So maybe this is going to be the last fight between Boruto, Naruto, Sasuke, and Ishiki. I'm not too sure. But if this is the last fight, then I expect Ishiki to throw out some wild stuff. Because they've really been leading up. They've really been building up to a big event. And that big event hasn't happened yet. So I do expect to see that pretty soon. But yes, getting to the Boroshiki part. So if you guys don't know what Boroshiki is, it's basically when Momoshiki takes over Boruto's body. It's only happened once when Boruto and Kawaki were saving Naruto when he was trapped inside that spear. Only happened there. So what they're basically predicting is that Momoshiki is going to take over Boruto's body and help him when he's in desperate need. Now I've seen a couple theories about this, and personally, since they kind of have some like hierarchy in the clan, and I've seen a lot of things going around about like how Boroshiki isn't going to help Naruto and Sasuke. He's going to actually help Ishiki, which I thought was really interesting. It's something that could happen because Momoshiki is inside Boruto and can take over his body if he wants to. So it's definitely something that could happen. I do think that if this does happen, then this is kind of where we're gonna see Boruto get his scar. Because you guys remember Sasuke said that he'll do whatever it takes to stop him in case that happens. So kind of the scenario that I'm running in my head is Boroshiki comes out, goes on a rampage, I don't know, something similar to what Naruto used to do back in the day, and then Sasuke is gonna have to stop him, which may or may not involve him cutting Boruto on his eye. So something to think about, something that could possibly happen in this next chapter. I still don't think that this fight is going to be only 2 or 3 chapters. I really hope that this continues on for another 3 or 4, but we never know with the direction this writing is going. So yeah, that's kind of how I think that fight could go on, or how that scar could end up developing. So I think there's going to be a time skip after this fight. I don't really know. I'm not too sure. It's because I was trying to compare the Naruto manga with the Boruto one, but then I recognized that like Boruto is monthly and Naruto necessarily wasn't, so really hard to decide there's gonna be a time skip. But it's a large possibility that there may be, so we gotta look out for that. But those are basically my Boruto chapter 51 predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, all that goodness, join the Discord, and I will see you guys later. Peace.